Welcome
to a little video. And we haven't done a proper video on the channel for a while.
No, we haven't done this. First one for ages, actually.
We've
not even had a chance to do it behind the sofa or anything.
Yeah, so apologies. So it's been quite a while and there's been a lack of videos. A, we've been working on the Figure Adventures. B, we've been working on the, new and improved podcast. And C, we've had a lot to watch around at the moment with class coming and, as always, we've been continuing with our randomizer stories. But today, me, Mr. Lewis Moon, aka Lewis Moon.
And me, D Cool, aka Dr. Cool.
Or I was going to say, I will be joined yet again by Mr. Cool here.
Mr. D Cool, or Mr. Dr. Cool.
Yeah, and he's the fellow host of Behind the Sofa and the podcast. He joins me for quite a few of these videos.
I've dressed up especially for the occasion.
Yeah,
So what are we going to be doing on this video today?
Well, today we've been doing something on the podcast the last couple of weeks called the 6-episode challenge, where we look at our 6 favourite, classic and new Doctor Who stories.
Cracking!
And we tried to determine each other's choices. Today we're going to go through our final choices and why we've got them.
Okay. And am I right in thinking that we're going to try and come up with a total 6 for new and classic?
We are, yeah.
So, first week 1 we looked at classic, week 2 we looked at new. Now we're going to try and slim that list down to 6.
First of all, I've got my Doctor Who themed diary here. First of all, should I go through my list of classics?
Yeah, go through your 6 classics.
So I've got Genesis of the Daleks, which I'd say is my favourite of all time. Talons of Weng-Chiang, The War Games, Inferno, Spearhead from Space, and Tomb of the Cybermen.
Okay, whereas I had very similar list actually. I mean, 4 of them are the same. Talons of Weng-Chiang, Genesis of the Daleks, War Games. Can't remember what the next one says. Inferno. Robots Death and Enemy of the World.
Yeah.
Whereas in New Who.
Sorry, they're quite skinny lists.
That's like New Who. What have you got? What did you have in New Who?
I've got Day of the Doctor, Blink, Human Nature, Family of Blood, Mummy on the Orient Express, The Zygon Invasion / The Zygon Inversion, and Named the Doctor.
Whereas, and again, sort of very similar lists. I also had Day of the Doctor. I also had Blink. I also had Human Nature, Family of Blood. I also had Mummy on the Orient Express. Where my 2 differences were, is I had Midnight, and I also had Heaven Sent.
So let's talk a little bit about this.
So what would be interesting to know is, are there any episodes in there, and I think you've already mentioned one of them, that are pretty much indispensable, that would have to be in a final 6.
The classic here. All of these are pure classics.
Yeah, but you can't take them all unless you want to unless you want to dispense with all of the New Who ones.
As I'm going to be fair, I probably will have to do 3 from each.
Okay.
To put in the final 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 from Classic Who because there's many more Classic Who stories.
Well, I think one thing is for sure. It would be difficult to imagine Genesis of the Daleks not being in there. That final 6.
Genesis of the Daleks is already confirmed as our final 6.
Yeah.
Should I put it on the list?
Write it down. Because I don't think we're going to argue over this one. I think similarly, probably neither of us would argue over Day of the Doctor. I know that has got that. It has got that little bit, the slow bit in it.
But I'd say it would make my final 6.
Yeah.
So
now, neither of us are that keen on the Queen Elizabeth bit, are we?
No, we are not.
But the rest of it was so good, and obviously it had the Tom Baker bit at the end.
Yeah, that's so brilliant. Sorry for spoiling that if you haven't watched it yet. But you should have watched it. It was 3 years ago, for goodness sake.
So I think those 2 are definite. So
yes, I think they are.
What 4 join them?
Yeah, let's just explain some of the others.
Okay.
First of all, I'm going to talk about Human Nature, Family Blood. It's a brilliant story. It is probably... It was my first ever Doctor Who story.
Yeah. I think
It's quite hard to get rid of that if I have to.
It's an odd one as well, because for big chunks of that story, the Doctor isn't really the Doctor, is he?
No, he isn't.
Or
He's John
he doesn't-
Smith.
He is the Doctor, but he doesn't know it.
Yeah, and when I watched that introduced me into the world of Doctor Who, so I would be here now without that episode, and I do think it is a brilliant episode. I haven't just got it in there because it's my first episode. Everyone loves their first episode, even if it is Twin Dilemma.
Or else they've stopped watching it.
Yes. It's just such a brilliant story.
Yeah.
Let's talk next.
I see. I also really like Human Nature, Family Blood. It's one of my favourites. It's probably my second favourite David Tennant one. But I'm struggling to put it into the top 6 just because of some of the others that are there. I think personally, Blink deserves to go in ahead of it, because Blink is so original in its story. It introduces the Weeping Angels,
Yeah.
a classic villain that were really terrifying. It manages to have a real horror film type feel to it. The Doctor isn't even in it very much.
Yeah. Now I love Blink. It's got a very brilliant style, but I am more fond of Human Nature, Family Blood. Definitely that second part. I just think it's so strong. You know.
Okay. We don't have to read together on our final 6,
We
do we?
do not know.
No. Okay. Because our final 6 might be a little bit different.
They will be.
The other one to me.
Should I place Blink in your top 6?
Yes, Blink's going in my top 6.
And I think Human Nature is going in mine. There may still be space for Blink. It depends.
The other one that is a shoe-in for me is another Tom Baker one, Talons of Wang Chiang.
Yeah.
Talons, I think, is not that much. It's not significantly inferior to Genesis of the Daleks. I think that it's got a great setting, or the Victorian London setting. The villain's really good.
Yeah.
It's got some great characters in it.
It has, yeah.
As far as it's got the 2 guys whose names I've forgotten at the moment.
Jago and Lightfoot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's got Leela in, my favourite companion. And
It's an absolute classic.
it is, yeah.
It's got so
Really
many
beefy
good
story.
things about it.
It's got a real sort of Phantom of the Opera feel about it, isn't it? Again, it's. I think often Doctor Who works at its strongest when it has got horror type themes supporting it.
I cannot argue with you on that one.
Yeah.
I think Talons is going to have to enter my 6.
Yeah, it's going to go on. It's going to go in mine, definitely.
Okay.
So I've got 4 of my 6 determined, haven't I?
Yes, and I have as well. So,
Let's have a quick look at that list again. Let's see what else I've got.
well, no, we'll just chat through episodes
Okay.
now and again. I'm going to pick a random one. Should I pick a random one? Okay. Let's see. Classic or New Who?
Classic.
Okay, let's go with the War Games. Let's talk about the War Games.
War Games is great, isn't it? I mean, Patrick Troutman's fantastic Doctor anyway. It's his last story. It's a really long. Is it 10 parts or something?
10 parts.
Yeah. Introduces you to the Time Lords.
Yeah.
Properly for the first time. Again, classic companion.
Yep.
We've got Jamie in it and Zoe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So classic companions there. Great idea around the whole historic thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Sort of like it sort of predates Westworld in many respects, actually. Albeit that obviously Westworld is it's robots rather than people captured in time. But a really great concept. But does it make that 6?
I'm not sure. This is a hard one for me. It's it's probably the best episode from the 60s, but does it make?
Yeah.
the list.
And Patrick Troughton is probably my third favourite Doctor. I think only Tom Baker and Capaldi are ahead of him.
Okay.
Um,
I personally prefer Pertwee to him.
I think Pertwee's era in terms of episodes is stronger.
Yes.
But I prefer Patrick Troughton as the Doctor.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, I think I would have to place Inferno ahead of War Games.
I think I would. Does Inferno make your fun?
I think it does, because I mean Inferno again has got a really great
Yes.
original story. with-
I'm going to place it in my final six as well, because does War Games not make it then?
War Games isn't automatically going to make it.
Okay. But we've got one space left. Let's explain Inferno quickly.
Okay.
Inferno is a brilliant, original, really, really great idea for a story. It's explained in 7 parts, which I find it's a 7-part epic. It's really good.
Yep.
It's a brilliant story. I love the Pertwee episodes. I've been really excited when one of them comes up on the randomizer now.
It takes a really interesting twist, doesn't it? Because it starts off with I can't remember the exact details. It's a while since we've watched it now, but it starts off with them trying to find out more about this experiment, to delve deeper into the centre of the Earth, doesn't it? And then something happens, the TARDIS misfires or whatever, and they get transported into this alternate universe where the experiment has already been carried out.
Yeah.
Really, really good, and it's got sort of alternate versions of all the characters, isn't it?
Yeah,
which is really, really good. So you get
brilliant. Even like the only character that's not duplicated is the Doctor.
You've got like a bad version of the Brigadier, for instance.
Yeah,
with a big patch.
evil sort of Brigadier, and then there's
an evil Liz.
Yeah, at least to start with, an evil Liz.
So yeah, I think that's got to be in there. It's one of my favourite ones that I've watched, the classic era.
Yeah, me too.
Switching now on to New Who.
Yeah.
I think there's been some cracking episodes in Capaldi's era. I think Mummy on the Orient Express isn't necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think it would make my top 6. I don't think it's in the top 6 of all time.
No, I think it's a great, really enjoyable episode to watch, and it is original, but it doesn't have the same originality as the various other ones that we've noted.
Yeah.
So I don't, but I think the other one that's going to make mine is Heaven Sent. Now it's not even in yours, is it?
It's not in mine. It comes quite close, I think.
But I think Heaven Sent is a truly original and fantastically delivered episode. It looked really good. The villain that we got was the Veil, wasn't it? And Capaldi was just phenomenal. I mean, you could argue that performance was the single best performance of the Doctor by any actor ever.
Yeah.
I think Heaven Sent makes I think that is my final one. They're not in order there either. The order might be slightly different, but Heaven Sent is my 6th.
Okay.
So the one that would drop out. So what would drop out for me then? So for me,
let me cross it out.
Human Nature drops out. Mummy on the Orient Express drops out. Midnight drops out. So they're really, really strong episodes.
Wait, Mummy, Midnight.
Yeah. And in terms of the classic Who, Enemy of the World drops out reluctantly. Robots of Death drops out, and War Games drops out. And it pains me to drop them out. It pains me because they're such good episodes.
Now I've caught myself in a tricky position because I don't think the 3 other New Who, the 4 other New Who episodes are in my top 6. You see, Blink.
Mm-hmm.
I won't put that in it because, I love it, but it's sort of been that, I love it more because of, its popularity and how it delivers something different. I don't know whether it would even though it makes most people's top 6, I'm going to be different and it won't make mine.
Okay.
But I'm going to go back to one I did earlier from Classic Who.
Okay.
The 4th Classic Who one in my list. I'm afraid I had to do that. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
And I'm going to go with one you refused from your list.
Okay.
The War Games.
Okay, so that's going to make your top 6. That's good.
That's going to
Yeah,
my
it's
top
interesting.
6.
So it's certainly banging on the door, but I can't displace any of those 6 that I've mentioned.
Yeah, okay, let's read our charts.
So wait, what else? What haven't you had then?
Oh yeah, okay.
So what did you knock out?
So, what did I knock out? I knocked out Spearhead from Space and Tomb of the Cybermen from Classic.
See, that surprises me. I would have thought Tomb was a shoe-in for you. I've not seen Tomb of the Cybermen, so I can't.
I don't think it would make my top 6 ever, even though it.
Okay.
You know, New Who, Blink, Mummy on the Orient Express, Cycle Invasion, Cycle Inversion, and Name of the Doctor.
Okay.
Out of my charts.
So what does that leave us then? So in terms of the top 6, what were your chosen 6 episodes of all time from Doctor Who?
That leaves us with Genesis of the Daleks, Day of the Doctor, Human Nature, Talons of Weng Chiang, Inferno, and the War Games.
Okay.
Can you read my
In
writing?
terms of mine, that leaves me, whereabouts is the list? That one there.
Yeah.
So that leaves me with Genesis of the Daleks, Day of the Doctor, Blink, Talons of Wang Chiang, Inferno, and Heaven Sent.
Okay.
So it'd be great to hear what viewers, what you thought,
Yeah.
what your top 6 episodes of all time.
That took us about 3 weeks to do that, but took us a long time. It's very hard to do it, and we went through the long process. Do you think you could do that without the whole previous
Yeah, I mean, we
thing?
did it over, as you say, like over a couple of podcasts, didn't we, and then finished with this video.
So if you need to listen to those podcasts to see a bit more about the things that we had, you know, the other choices that were replaced by, you know, these ones
the
today.
Nerly men of the top 6.
The Nerly men as the top 6. Then you can look at episodes 181 and 182 of Doctor Who Time and Space, which I believe 182 is Class of 16. I cannot remember what 181 is, but they're available on Podomatic, iTunes, and YouTube.
Yeah, and we'd love to, if you're watching this on YouTube now, we'd love you to write underneath what your favourite 6 episodes were.
Yeah, or just tell us, you know,
why we're wrong.
Yeah, either do you agree with our choices, and what do you think should swap if you don't?
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you for joining me and Decal today.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back for another podcast again next week, and we'll hopefully be back for another video soon. I'll probably be doing one of my reviews on my own next time, which will probably be on Survival. I'll do Survival whilst it's fresh in my memory.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. See you next time. Same time.
Same space.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Behind the Sofa. Make sure to subscribe for more Doctor Who videos and lots more. We will be back for another video soon. So, keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep loving Who. Goodbye!